Yeah, he's happy for the walk. Okay, so this happened. They just all of a sudden showed up, and we haven't had a wind. We're actually at the edge of the property. You can see the main road here. There's my neighbors I mentioned that live 2.5 miles from me, my closest neighbors. And this, we're looking down into all along the road here to the north. This is my north pasture. And this structure, I'm hoping I can get that without the sun. Okay, there's this one. These are showing up at the corners of our yard, through the trees here. This is my mom's place. This is my mom's, and I'm in the north part of the property. This would be the tip, and it's kind of drove into the ground. Oh, look who's coming. She's probably going to be about 17, 18 years old. I hear a vehicle. Come, Sam. Come. Come. There's a vehicle coming. I don't want you on the road. From the south. And from the north. Keep your head up, Sam. On the east side of our property, we're right next to this road, and it can get pretty busy. There's a lot of farming and hunting, and we have gravel pits straight south about 8 miles, and there are days when it's just constant gravel trucks. Like, some of these things are well, I think maybe I'm seeing them too because the leaves are gone, right? All the leaves have disappeared, and of course it's going to bring out and expose all these structures that are new, that have happened through the summer, right? I'm actually using my cell phone today with a little lavalier mic. Are you coming, Sam? Okay. He loves the walks. There he goes. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh my God. That was a missile. I thought he was going to hit me. Okay, this one here, this one actually just showed up, I would say in the last 2 weeks. And, but anyway, I wanted to share these structures with you. There are more. You can tell where they've been busy through the summer, right? The leaves fall, and you see all these new things that are just back a little bit from the edge of the trees. Hey, sunshine. I hear you. Boy, you're taking a long little, you're getting exercise today. Like I had mentioned, she's probably about 17, 18 years old, and many babies, and she's been fixed now for the last, we got her spayed about 3-4 years ago. Okay, before we get on to this video, I wanted to share those two things with you. I think I'm going to do a little bit more just filming on the structures and stuff that are showing up here, but as well, I'm going to head south around the Seven Creeks area, and I want to do a video just on the structures because I haven't really focused on that much in the past, almost a year. That's what drew me in the first place to Seven Creeks was we would hear the knocks like years ago, right? When we would go, my sister and I or family members, we would go and moose call. We actually weren't there to shoot anything. We were just to see if we could get them to come out of the bush, right? The moose. And we were always getting these wood knocks. At first, we thought like moose will bang their horns, right? They'll knock their horns on trees, but it's not. I mean, there's nothing uniform sounding to it. It's just random. It's ruckus. It's like racket, right? They just start going nuts with their horns against the trees and willows and whatever when they're in rut. But these were very purposeful, and it would just be, you'd hear that long echo, right? And then I was like, okay, this is not moose. And that's what drew me to that location. And then once I start going back in there and I start finding these structures, right? And then while I was finding the structures, I would get these wood knocks at the same time, because I would be asking questions, just within myself, because I didn't have the cameras at the time. And, you're thinking, okay, is that purposeful? Is that a Bigfoot structure? It's like confirmation, right? It happens so often and more often than not that it's removed all doubt, that they don't confirm these things when I'm wondering and when I'm asking. And sometimes I ask out loud, and sometimes just within myself. And still, whether I verbalize the word, or whether I speak the words out, or I'm thinking internally, I still get the response, right, when I've got these questions. I believe at this point in the game, they confirm things for me. Even here, there's been times when, like now I'm talking, and I've had questions or thoughts, and I've voiced it to them, and I'll get a whoop. I'm going to put this video up here. So before we get into this video, this is trail cam footage, and it's more of the stuff I'm coming on to. And like I said in my last upload, I'm about 3/4 of the way through now. Okay, the first one you're going to hear, I've never heard a vocal like this from them before, but it's to me, it almost sounded mournful, but I wouldn't know, that's how it comes across to me. I wouldn't know if they're actually mourning something, or it's just, maybe it was just, because this is in the afternoon, this video clip, the first one. And then right after, you will hear a little bird come into the frame, and right after that, there's a wood knock, a really beautiful wood knock. Okay, this next one that you're about to watch, this was crazy noise. And this was at the 2 Mile location. That's where I filmed the red-haired Bigfoot and on the trail cam. And a lot of the audio, a lot of the Bigfoot audio, the wah-yee, that's where this video that you're going to watch right now, that's where this was filmed as well. And I believe this is an early morning video. It sounds like something come and run to right past, like it had to have been very quick because I didn't get, there was a still to go with the video, which these cameras do. It'll take a still and then the video. There's nothing on the still and we catch nothing on the video, but listen to the audio with this next clip. It is crazy noisy. The wood knocks, there's constant wood knocks. There's right at the beginning, I don't know, it almost sounds like an infrasound, some kind of vocal. It almost sounds metallic in nature, right? It's at the very beginning of the clip. I play these double just and then increase the volume, but just really listen closely. You will hear whoops off in the distance. You will hear wood knocks. You will hear some kind of vocalizations throughout this clip. It was a very busy, noisy trail cam video. I hope you have your earbuds in and really listen closely to what you're hearing in this video. We don't see anything. We just get a lot of audio, right? A lot of things to listen to. This was Seven Creeks on the west side where I had the gifting bowl, where the bear was trying to climb into the gifting. I had used this once already, I think in the previous highlight video, trail cam highlight video, but I found out what triggered, well, I kind of found out a part of him, a part of this creature that set the trail cam off. And I believe this is Bigfoot because he stayed out of view, but look, if you pay attention to right here in the, it would be the bottom right screen, right at the edge of the still, because it did take a still, and then it went right into the video, right? You see long gray hair, a very light gray hair right here. And I don't know any bears, and I mentioned in the video, I don't know any bears that have gray hair like that. Or, and it's the sounds, right? You hear the bipedal sound, the footfalls sound very, biped. And then the wood knocks. It's the wood knocks. Like there are no other, not that I know in this area or in my part of the country, I don't know any other beings out there, creatures, animals that do the wood knocks, right? Wow. I almost want to say raven, but that doesn't sound like a raven. That's a... Hello? Okay, the repetitiveness of that I would say not Bigfoot. Or was I, okay, so yeah, this was, like I say, oh, and that totally distracted me. On the Westside Seven Creeks, and I heard a vocal. No, that way, straight west. I gotta focus here. Okay, so I think the still was taken, and then it went right into the video, and I because of the bottom ticker or whatever they call it with the date and the time and the stamp at the bottom of the image, it's on the videos too. I didn't really notice the gray hair at the bottom here right away. I always go over those stills, right? Because of the first one, it takes the still of whatever triggered the camera and then goes right into the video. And I found it. You could see the gray hair right at the edge. It looks like the top of an arm, possibly. I'm guessing, of course. But it's there, right? So whatever it was that triggered the camera has gray long hairs, and then you hear the breathing and the kind of the grunting and then the stomping, walking away, right? And then it's the wood knocks that tell me it's Bigfoot. As it's walking away off into the distance, it keeps snapping and knocking on trees. So bears don't do that. They just bulldoze through, right? Yeah, it was a raven. She just flew up. All right. Was sure a deep, deep call, though, he or she had. Yeah. Don't answer the raven. She'll eat you. I want to share with you the structures, plus I just give you a little follow-up on each of these trail cam clips. And like I said, I'm about 3/4 of the way through, so I'm sure I'll come on to some more stuff, interesting things, and I will post them. And so the next video that will probably be up, like I said, I want to go I am going to make the trip south to Seven Creeks, and I want to go around that whole area there. There's quite a few miles, but I'll drive most of it and then walk in, and I want to do one video just on the structures. And I'm sure it's going to be more than just the structures, because once that I get in there, and if I'm not quiet and I start talking, we will get activity. It's just how it goes, right? It's Seven Creeks. Like, it's never a dull moment over there. So but anyway, I will sign off here, you guys, and hope you enjoy the video. See you in the trees.